Well, good morning everybody. I'm going to try and be fairly brief with this one. No script as usual. The whole thing is outrageous in my opinion with what's going on with Anastasia Palaszczuk, the Premier of the state of Queensland. Now that doesn't mean anything to my overseas friends, but they're having a state election on the 31st of October. Now, she has had tremendous controversy in the last couple of days. They've got the state borders closed because of this COVID-19, and Queensland is pretty much under control with it. We can travel and all that sort of thing. All that's very good, you know, but you've got people with totally good reasons and valid reasons for travelling interstate, and she won't allow it. One woman wanted to attend the funeral of her father, would you believe, in Queensland. She might have been, I think, in New South Wales. But oh no, she can't come. But then I filmed, and I know it might be dicey, a screenshot of something that the person put on, critical, and quite correctly critical, of the Chief Health Officer in Queensland, saying that these people, like, they're letting in whole plane loads of Australian rules football officials and so forth, because they're going to have the grand final up here in Queensland, first time in history, by the way, October the 24th. Oh, and rock stars, or you know, movie stars like Tom Hanks and all that kind of thing. And she said, because they bring a lot of money into the state, and they put it on repeat. They bring lots of money. They bring lots of money. They bring lots of money. Well, I know it might seem a bit trite or a bit whatever, funny or whatever, but there you go. I think that the person making the criticism is right. What is needed in the states, various states in Australia with this problem, is a buffer zone of about 100 kilometres or so, allowing people to apply for something, a pass to go on their car to be displayed, like an X crossing. Demonstrate that you live in places like Ballina, Byron Bay, Tenterfield, Glen Innes, Moree, those kind of places. And once again, they don't mean to overseas people, but they're fairly close to the border, and people have properties interstate, for example, which they've been managing for 100 years or more, or whatever it might be. The state borders didn't mean anything to the people before, in that sense. Now they mean something. Now Victoria is totally locked down over this COVID, and they're getting 50 to 100 cases a day, but Queensland is 3 or 4 a day at the moment, and New South Wales is pretty good too. So the point is, they need to introduce, number one, border exemptions for people who actually live in that region because there's no COVID. Number two, anyone who has urgent medical reasons, whether it's to attend appointments, have operations in Queensland, maybe at the hospital where they used to always go, like the Gold Coast, and they might live in the northern rivers of New South Wales, up around Tweed Heads or Mooloolaba and those kind of places, you know. Allow that straight away to have a special pass, come and go, no problems. And anyone who rings up and says, my father or my mother or any relative, close relative, family relative has died, I need to attend their funeral, please, and they give you a special pass, come on in. Now, they made a great deal of fuss over this, and I think there's going to be even more made over it. So, stand by for a political ruckus, shall we say, in New South Wales and Queensland, and over the border issues about COVID-19 and so forth. So I'm putting this together with the other little screen capture, so please understand that that's all it is. Unprofessional. I'll just take a quick look at my computer. There it is. have a look at it and make your own mind. And anyone who has civil and polite comments, please do that. Add that. I don't mind that at all. Wherever this little movie goes, no abuse and no nonsense. Thanks, and let's just discuss it. So thanks for viewing, and stand by for the movie I made of the screen capture. Well, look at this, guys. I can hardly believe it.
Exemptions for people in entertainment and film, because that's bringing a lot of money into this state. Because that's bringing a lot of money into this state. Because that's bringing a lot of money into this state.
And the exemptions given for AFL and movie stars like Tom Hanks.
I've given exemptions for people in entertainment and film, because that's bringing a lot of money into this state. Because that's bringing a lot of money.
That's terrible, all this. I know it's repeated, but you've got to get it. A person wanting to attend a funeral couldn't come in.
For AFL and movie stars like Tom Hanks.
I've given exemptions for people in entertainment and film, because that's bringing a lot of money into this state.